Good morning, Mad Dasher here. Hope you guys are enjoying your Saturday so far and that you had a great week last week. I get this question all the time, if this should be a full-time job or if this should be a part-time job. Honestly, in my opinion, I really don't think that there's any question here at all. I think that gig work is best suited for side hustles. Now, are there a lot of people that make this work full-time? Oh, yeah, definitely. I know a ton of people that do this full-time, and they make it work. A lot of people love the freedom, but at the same time, I've also heard the people that do this full-time, I've heard them want to get a W-2. I've seen them get W-2s and then keep this as a side hustle. There's advantages to having this as a side hustle than to do this full-time. If you do this full-time, you're going to have to, first of all, you're going to have to save your money for taxes at the end of the year, which, by the way, are coming up pretty soon. Which, you know, that's like 20% of your money. Now, I do know that you get to, you know, take off money for the miles driven, 57 cents, etc., whatever. And some people, that's enough for them. But some people owe a bunch of money at the end of the year. The other thing is it's not as reliable as a W-2. My W-2, I've had for 12 years, is very reliable. Every single 2 weeks, I know I'm getting pretty much the same exact money every single 2 weeks. Because I get the same amount of time, that I work the same amount of time every week, and I get paid the same amount every week. It's very reliable. I get that money no matter what. As far as gig work, I mean, some days you'll go out, you won't make anything because it's just not busy. Other days you'll make a bunch of money. Does it average out? Sure. But what happens when you're sick? I'm sick currently, I could technically take PTO from my day job off, but I'm not going to because I work from home, which is another big plus. What happens when you're sick and you need to go DoorDash? What happens when you need to go take a vacation and need to go DoorDash? You're going to lose out on that money. Not to mention, some of you full-timers have platinum. Now, I remember when I was platinum, I'd have to go, you know, get platinum again because I took a vacation or I was sick and I didn't have the amount of deliveries I needed in the 100 days. I honestly think that this is much better suited for part-time work, for side work. The thing is if you get a W-2 that's reliable, you get a paycheck every single week, and you know how much you're going to get paid no matter what. Let's say you're making $30 an hour at your W-2. You know you're going to make $30 an hour at your W-2. There's no questioning if you're going to get a certified banger, if you're going to get bad orders, if there's going to be orders or not, if you're going to average $20 a week or if you're going to average $30. You don't know. You don't know. And I know that it averages out, but you can't depend on that. You cannot depend on that. If you do this as a side hustle, all of the money that you make from door dashing, Uber Eats, gig work in general, all the money you make is going to be extra money. You're going to feel so much better about it when it's side hustle money. All of my bills are paid with my daytime job. All of them. I don't have to worry about my bills at all. Every single bill is auto pay. I have auto deposit into my bank for my job. Excuse me. I don't have to worry about it. You know what I mean? The money I get from side work, from side hustles. So I have a couple side hustles. I have gig work, I have YouTube, and sometimes I pet sit. I watch birds, cats, you know, I pet sit for a friend. All of the money I have, there's a reason I'm able to put 100% of my money into investments. It's because all the money I make from side hustles is extra money. It's that cherry on top. And the thing is it motivates me to want to work. Because I know that if I work more money I make. All my money is taken care of in my day job. Don't have to worry about that. So my side hustle, if I'm sick, okay, it's not the end of the world. It's not the end of the world. A, I'll get paid for my job from PTO because I accrue PTO. And B, I don't need the side hustle money. I want the side hustle money. That's the big difference, in my opinion, is that when you have it as a side hustle, you no longer need it. You want it. You want the extra money. You want to be able to work, to be able to save up to go to Disney World with your family, to be able to go out to dinner with your family, to be able to do the things you want to do, to invest money. For me, I'm saving a house. No way would I have all this money that I currently have to save for a house if I didn't have this as a side hustle. No way. If I was doing this full time, I probably wouldn't have extra money to save. But since I'm doing it as a side hustle, I got a lot of extra money. You know, it all depends on you. Now, I understand that doing this as a full-time gig could work for a lot of people. If you're older and you're retired and you don't want to have a regular day job, sure, do this full-time. It's a great job full-time. But then again, if you're older, you have a social security check coming in. You have other sources of income. If you're younger, now I can see this doing this as your only job if you're in college. If you're in college and you just want to be able to have some extra money on the side and be able to work whenever, wherever you want, yeah, it's great. But, you know, that's just my 2 cents. I'd love to know what you guys think in the comments below. Do you think that this is a better job suited for full-time or for part-time work? I personally think that it's better part-time. I think the advantages of having it being part-time is just so much more significant. Not only, you know, I want to bring up one more point too. When we talk about PTO, which if you don't know is paid time off, I have a lot of PTO, right? I barely use my PTO ever. Now, one other cool thing is when I use my PTO, so I have time off from my day job, I'm getting paid from my day job, and at the same time, I could go decide, hey, you know what? I want to go do gig work. So while I'm getting paid from my PTO from my day job, I could also do gig work and get paid double on top of that. I think it's a better idea to have multiple sources of income. That way, if something goes bad, you have the other one to fall through on. I don't think having all your eggs into one basket is necessarily a good thing. I think that you should have your eggs spread out between different baskets. Then again, you know, this is just my opinion. Now, don't take this in any wrong way. I'm not telling people you can't do this full time. I'm not ragging on the people that do this full time. I respect anybody doing what they need to do in their situation. I also know times are tough. Some people can't even get jobs. I get it. Do what you need to do in your situation. But this is just my personal opinion. If you have the ability to get a W-2, I think it's better to do the W-2, have that set amount of money coming in, and then do this as a side hustle. And use it as extra play money, extra cash that you can do whatever you want with, or invest with, you know, whatever you want. That's just my 2 cents. I'd love to know what you guys think down below in the comments. Let me know. Should we do this full-time or part-time? What's the better solution? Let me know. I'll catch you in the next video. Mad Dasher out.